Hello everybody, today I'm doing a quick book unhaul before I go to Half Price Books. I'm not going to go into much detail about these books, I'm just going to say one or two things about them and then I'm going to move on. There's not a lot of books here, but I'm on a time limit. The first thing I want to unhaul is not actually a book, it's a tape, and that is Home Alone 2, and it's a VHS edition. I know they still take these, even though you only get like maybe 2 cents for the tape. I can't watch this because I don't have a VHS player that won't tear up the tapes. So there's no use it taking up space on my shelf. The first book I'm going to unhaul is Play to Win by Stephanie Snow, and the last book of this trilogy I believe just came out, and if you like love triangles, this would be a good series for you to read. The next book I'm going to unhaul is To Desire a Devil by Elizabeth Hoyt. I'm sorry in advance if I pronounce any of these authors' names wrong. I mean, some of them have really difficult names. And this has been sitting on my shelf for like ever, and I apparently got it from Borders. So that just tells you how long it's been sitting on my shelf. The next book I'm going to unhaul is Born in Sin by Kenley McGregor. This is another old book that I know I've read, but I don't remember what it's about, and I don't foresee myself rereading it, so it's gotta go. The next book I'm unhauling is The Devil Who Tamed Her by Joanna Lindsey. This is one of those old books that has pictures in the front again, and I recall liking this book, and I think I read it like maybe a couple years ago, but I know I'm not going to reread it, so it's no use me keeping the book. Next 2 books I'm unhauling is All Things Considered and Someday Soon by Debbie Macomber. These 2 books they didn't grab me the way the rest of her books do, and I know I'm not going to reread them, so there's no use me keeping them. Next is The Wedding Pearls by Caroline Brown. A Woman's Framework for a Successful Career in Life by James E. Hammerstone and Lindsay, very difficult last name. There's a lot of good points made in this book, but I just don't think it's going to be very useful to me. So the next book I'm unhauling is I Was Here by Grell Foreman. I had every intention of reading this when I bought it, but I don't know, it's just I've slowly lost interest in it, and I don't foresee myself rereading it. And I think if I do feel the urge to read it again, I think I'll just go to the library and check it out. The next book I got is Descendant by Leslie Livingston. And this is actually, I believe, book 2 of the Starling series. And I can't find the other 2 books. I don't want it sitting on my shelf since I can't read it. War Music, An Account of Homer's Something by Christopher Lagou, I don't know. But this is basically a book of songs. It's very interesting, but it's not something that I'm going to want to read again, so goodbye, War Music. The next book doesn't have a dust jacket because it went through a fire, and that is 2,000 Kisses by Christina Sky. And this book, I recall liking it a lot. It's a contemporary book from what I remember, but I think it has some science fiction aspects to it. It's been so long since I read it, but I know I highly enjoyed it, but I know I'm not going to reread it. Next I have Prom and Prejudice, which again doesn't have a dust jacket, by Elizabeth Elberg. Can't say the last name, but it's very pretty opening cover. This is a really, really good book. I believe it's about a girl that goes to boarding school, and I can't remember like full on details about it, but I do know I really, really enjoyed the book. The last book I'm going to unhaul, you guys may want to kill me for, but don't worry, I have a very good reason, and that is The Tales of the Beetle and the Bard by J.K. Rowling. And my very good reason behind getting rid of this book is because my mom just bought me another copy of this book, and it's brand new, where this one has been clearly used because I bought it at my library book sale. So instead of hanging on to 2 copies of the same book, I've decided to get rid of this one and keep my shiny new one. Well, that is it for this unhaul video. I know I'm going to go into half price books and at least buy a couple of books, so I'm hoping I get enough money for these books to at least cover the tax of those 2 books. If you've ever sold at half price books, you know you do not get a lot. You'd have to take like DVDs and games and stuff to actually get a good amount of money from there. Until next time, guys, bye!